I had a gift. One that simultaneously propelled and pigeonholed my career. I didn't think I was anything special, but apparently, in the entertainment world, the ability to communicate with the dead is a marketable talent. And so, there was my brand. Lena Buckingham, child star psychic. My parents pushed me like a demo CD. They booked me everywhere. At first, only the paranormal mags and shows took the bait. But once I proved my ability to see and talk to spirits, the exposure increased. The lights grew brighter, and at 10 years old, I became an icon, the little psychic. It helped I was a cute Latina girl, skinny and barely 5 feet tall, with long black hair and huge glasses. I masked my intelligence through the most entertaining awkwardness. But still, I could battle the failed comedians turned talk show hosts and bleach blonde Botoxed news anchors with the best of them. Through my rags to riches rise, I still endured sadness. Still felt alone. Mum and Dad were essentially entrepreneurs, and being a freak, I never had a chance to make friends. Never mind have a real childhood. Everyone just wanted to ooh and ah at my gift. Rely on me to vindicate their desperate spirituality or fulfill their desperate need for closure with a deceased loved one. No one really cared. I was an exploited vessel and nothing more. And unlike other entertainers, I could never leave my stage behind, nor my audience. I saw spirits everywhere. At my parents' parties, the parks, my bedroom. At first I was scared. The ghosts could be bloody and rotten, decomposing, but they actually usually meant well. Some I even recognised from my own life. These tragic souls stuck in limbo, and yet they were the only people who ever listened to me, who actually cared. As my parents profited off the little psychic, I retreated more to the dead instead of the living. My bedroom simultaneously a graveyard and a house party. Then, around my 12th birthday, my career just suddenly came to an abrupt end. We were in New York at the time, close to Christmas. The bright lights, the big city had led me to a guest spot on Night Owls with Sean Castle, a popular late show complete with a smug host and a smart-ass banter. Sean, nothing more than a tanned and lean B-list Carson, and his chubby bearded co-host Teddy, a poor man's Ed McMahon. I wasn't crazy about the show. Already getting cynical, annoyed that I had to keep being milked on these lame shows while my parents kept me on a tight allowance. Their strict rules left me a prisoner with only ghosts for company, not even a teenager, and here I was already a jaded soul. That December night, I ensured Teddy and Sean's humiliation. Their hungry audience like hecklers from hell, all of them lions tearing into my innocence. The bright red and green lights and the studio's towering Christmas tree, all part of the surreal stage. Finally, Sean got down to business. "Any ghosts turning in?" he teased me. Teddy let out a drunken belly laugh, finished off the rest of his vodka in one swig. Behind a stoic expression, I stared right at Sean. "I see one right behind you," I said in a steady tone. Teddy let out another chuckle, an uneasy one. Amidst the audience laughter, Sean stole a look behind him. "Oh, really?" A young woman watched me, a spectre hovering around the Christmas tree and a hammy host, She was no older than 20, beyond beautiful before the bloating took hold. Her clothes soaked in smelly water, her corpse waterlogged, the bruises and marks around her neck still so vivid, her blue eyes bulging and her brown, beautiful hair strewn about her like wiry straw. I pointed at the woman. "She's right there," I told Sean. "She knows you." In a low voice the lady talked, a low, anguished whisper. "Her name's Carol White," I said, my voice calm but clinical. "She said she liked you all at first. She's a big fan." Now the crowd's canned laughter faded away. Confusing chatter swept through them. "But then you and Teddy went too far," I continued. "You overpowered her at the Four Seasons, room 59. Teddy shifted in his seat. The sobering reality killed his buzz. Dread overcame the drunk. My gaze shifted to the spirit, giving her the spotlight she deserved. "She says you and Teddy killed her." Sean gave me a nervous smirk, a weak attempt at diffusing the audience's silent tension. Scared, Teddy looked them down. His trembling hands struggled to cover tears and terrified eyes. Trying to hide behind his cornball humour, Sean flashed his megawatt smile for a frightened audience. But not even a great actor could overcome their own show going off script. The sudden change from family-friendly humour to disturbing horror. "Well, Teddy," he said with a fake chuckle, "it sounds like all my exes." "She doesn't forgive you," I said. My parents were mortified, not because of the night owl's murders, but because of my newfound infamy, the little girl who exposed yet another dark side to the entertainment industry. Teddy and Sean were later investigated. Evidence was uncovered, and so was Carol's body. I'd helped solve a murder, but as a result, I was blackballed. From being typecast as the little psychic to the little freak. And then again, the transition from cute kid to neurotic teenager didn't help either. I couldn't have been happier. I had no urge to be a diva or milk my talent for tainted cash. At 18, I left home. I went far away from my parents. The only time I'd ever see them now is when they'd make those random visits to my new home in Columbus, Georgia. Or when they creep on my small psychic business. But I ignore them every time. I ignore their slit wrists and head wounds. With more control, I can choose my clients. People who deserve to be reunited with loved ones or friends of yesteryear. And in 2008, I met Derek. He was strong, tall, a hot-blooded Latino armed with an empathy rather than jealousy. And above all, he loved me. Just for being me. Not for exploiting my talent or having me talk to his dead relatives. Derek didn't even know about my talents until after a few months of dating. And to my relief, he didn't run away. He still loved me. And soon we became a team. And then parents. We settled down in suburbia. Our 10-year-old son Tyler and our 8-year-old daughter Ali further fueled my newfound joy. We were a family, the family that I'd always wanted, and our 2 kids were now getting the childhood I never had. And thankfully, neither one of them suffered my gift. I was glad when I got Derek's jeans. Needless to say, our house gets pretty full at times, but the spirits respect me. They know when I need my family time, and when I'm open to chat. But still, I feel alone. After all these years, I'm still the awkward little psychic, especially late at night, and especially around the holidays. Now I sit here by myself, 3 a.m. on a cold December night, my 5th glass of wine in hand, and the Night Owls interview playing on the flat screen. I'm all alone in the living room with a tall Fraser fare and countless wrapped presents. Stockings begging for Tyler and Ali's attention. In this spacious room, I stayed drunk and lost in the past. Pain. Not even a spirit is around. Derek and the kids help, sure, but they can't cure 35 years of feeling like the world's biggest freak, of feeling alienated by a judgmental society. Soon, the Night Owls clip ends. I put out the living room candles and hold my half-empty glass as I stagger towards the stairs. Past 4 framed photos I went, none of them taken before I met Derek. I stroll past the wooden shelves showing off more pictures and the kids' school awards. The psychedelic rug didn't help my frigid feet. Shivering, I got closer to a few open bedroom doors. The sight of Ali and Tyler sound asleep soothed my soul and warmed me from the cold air. "I love you," I said in each room, my voice low and soft enough not to wake them, but I knew they heard me. They always did. Finally, I joined Derek in our bedroom. He too was out, in peaceful slumber beneath the sheets, but there was room for one more. I stopped at the dresser and stole a look at my haggard face in the mirror. I'd gained weight, lost nights of sleep, and lost any sense of self-worth. Then again, those negative side effects happen after a harrowing disease-like tragedy. Battling the tears, I grabbed a program off the dresser. The sheet, nothing more than a coffin in this mausoleum of a house. A haunting reminder of what our lives had become. December 14th, 2018. That was when we had the funeral for Derek, Ali, and Tyler Cook. The program showed their beautiful photos, our beautiful memories. The car crash was still fresh in my mind. They said I was lucky to survive, yet another gift I never wanted. I finished off the wine and placed the glass on the dresser, wept right there in the mirror. "Alina?" I heard Derek's groggy voice say, and with a weak smile I turned to face him. Even through the bloody wounds, he still had that cute face, that sexy body, the pure love. He was real enough, especially right there in our bed. My whole life I hated my talent, my sickness, yet now it was all that kept me going. Derek and the kids, still all that kept me happy, even beyond the grave. Well, my lovelies, it's time once again to thank Rhonnie for another wonderful little gem. I am the Wanderer, and until next time, please take care now, won't you?